like some leftover sushi. Delicious. Amazing. Sushi can't really be left over, right? Because like if it's left over longer than like an hour, then it's like, that's not even sushi, that's garbage. Like leftover sushi has to be eaten within like an hour. You can't be like, yeah, I'm gonna leave this for tonight. Nah, you can't be like, I'm gonna leave this for tomorrow. That's some shit you just gotta like eat. And yeah, I don't know. Girl had a friend over. She brought some sushi. I was like, all right, I take some. So we just had the hourly close here, huh? At some new all-time highs. It's very similar to how we printed yesterday. Look at the daily. This was yesterday. Right here. Today we're probably making this bottom wick again. So see, price tends to work. Tends to work in a redundant fashion, right? You create a high, create a low, you fill it, create a new high, create a low, fill the range again, high, low, fill the range, create a high, we're gonna create a low, fill the range. But once we fill the range, we don't know if we're gonna create a high, okay? So if we have that understanding, and we're in the middle of creating a low, let's start looking for some levels. Let's come up with some levels. And since we are at all-time high, we tapped 3,000. I'm sorry, 3,000, 2,300. Imagine 3,000. That'd be wild. Damn, this should move 10,000 pips. But yeah, 2,300. Who knew? I feel like that guy that had 10 pips to go during Don's stream yesterday, and then we ended up grabbing like 60. I think he knew because he was holding for like 500 pips at that point. Anyway, so the hourlies come up here. We've created, kind of funny, like this is what we did yesterday, right? We were kind of in the same boat yesterday, right? This is where we were. These levels are fucking massive. So we were here yesterday in the middle of all this fuckery, right? We had some nice buys, but we got taken out right here at that level, right? It just tapped us and ended up, it's filled the entire range. It hit our full TP. We would have hit full TP if we didn't just, we got stopped out by like a few pips, I think. Was it a few pips? Yeah, somewhere here we got stopped out just by. Either way, I believe in the same fashion that yesterday began and came up with a new high, and we just came up with a new high, we're gonna have to create this low, right? Creating a low here. We'll see if it holds or it re-breaks, but eventually price will have to come up and retest highs, which is, it might even do that now. Once it retests that high, it's gonna make a decision once it retests this area, right? And ideally we head down instead of up today, because if we head up, I'm not gonna have a level to go off. Let's put something on the charts. forced to drop to the 5 and the 15 because there's no levels here on the higher time frame. Don't really exist on the higher time frame. So this is what we can more or less go off of for now. Hourly close bearish. We've come up, we made a top wick here. And did we tap a significant enough resistance? We did, right? We tapped the previous level resistance here that runs across. If we can get a 5 closure before the 15 flip here, we can look for a sell. Let's see how much room is there here. It's a little tough, right? Because that previous 5 closed back up above 22.98, and then once this happens, at any moment we can flip bullish. So I think I want to see this 5-minute through, and if we can close bearish here, not a major top wick is needed, just up to this yellow line, up to 22.98.94, and we can have a sell stop here on the break of the low of the 15:30 hourly. But if it happens before this 5-minute close, it's a little tough because it can break the lows here and at any moment flip bullish. Music too loud? Yeah, it can run down here. I don't prefer it. But then again, like, there's not many levels here, right? So a closure like this would be great. I just don't know if that's what we're getting. This is the first bearish hourly candle, I think, the entire day since the New York sessions. From 6 in the morning, we have not had a single bearish candle. The last candle was the first bearish candle on the hourly. So we expect a bit of a pullback. The 5 closes here in 40 seconds. Seconds gain. Rangers game on. Rangers Devils. Alright, so the 5 closed bearish. Back down in range. Not a steep top wick really needed here. Which is it to the flip of the hourly? Okay, chat. I'm gonna set a sell stop here on the break of the. Let me look. How much more for the hourly? Yeah, I'm gonna have a sell stop here at 2297.37. So I got a sell stop right here. Needs to happen on this 15, which is this 5-minute candle. So we got 3 more minutes. If the 15 closes bullish here, I'll delete. But there's a chance we might place them right back if the first thing we do is come up with a top wick on the next candle. Because if first thing we do is come up with a bottom wick on the next candle, then there's a chance that we make a bottom wick and drive up. Sorry, gang. The mic was away from the mouse, so you should be able to hear me better. Can you hear me now? Good. Yo, is anybody else's spread? Like, my spreads have been up the last, like, they've been double the last few days. The last couple of days, my spread's been like 2.5, 3, 3.5. Are we about to get activated? Yes, we are. Almost. Almost. That was really close. About to. It's gotta break this low. That was really close. Spread's not that big. My spread right now is like 2.5. It's typically under 1.5. So it's almost like double. And the ranges are up 2 zip. Five still closing bearish. Oh, 5's not bearish. 40 seconds here. Yeah, I think we're gonna end up deleting the sell stops here. Yeah, so the 15 is gonna close, but where's it closing bullish at though? It's respecting this area. Well, I'm not gonna close it just yet. Hold on, because and it's gonna close doji. Yeah, I'm not gonna 5 close doji. So the 15 closed bullish, but the first thing we're doing is coming up with a top wick. Yeah, I'm leaving these sell stops open for now. I like the fact that we're coming up with a top wick first. If we started coming down first, I probably would have deleted them. Yeah, if we close above here, then yeah, we'll delete for sure. For now, I still got him. Got it. I didn't get activated. It got really close. Damn, that's that's close as you can get. I think we're still good here on the. I think if you got activated, don't worry. I think just give it a minute, give it a little bit. I think we'll be activated too. The way we came up here and tapped that resistance, we literally spoke about it. I don't know. I think we'll be able to grab some orders. The hourly, like, you know, it's just gonna close bullish. Even if it does, like, it's just what is it gonna rip up. It needs to grab orders. Got activated too. Glad I'm not the only one. That's the worst feeling. But then it's like, it's a weird feeling. It's like, glad I'm not the only one, and like, why? Like, it's like being happy other people are losing too. No, not activated just yet. Not yet, mi amigo. We are waiting for this hourly to break the lows so we can have some position. Yeah, I have my sell stops open as long as this 30 is open for now. Expect this to come back down. But if we do close bullish above here, then we're gonna delete the sell stops and we're gonna wait. We're gonna need more data. Oh, the Devils fucking scored. That's a shame. Spreads affecting buys, not sells. Yes. Well, they affect both, but like, yeah. So when you're in sells and you close out a position, it's at spread price. When you're in buys and you open a position, it's at spread price. RIP the activated. No, don't be so cruel. I think they have about 10 minutes to everyone that actually. How would you be activated too? Like, yeah, that got really close. I mean, depends on where you would put it, but if you really had it on the break of the lows, clearly, I mean, depends on the broker. They are really close. This is here at 22.97.390 on my broker. That break of the low was, my position is 22.97.2. I go by what, like in these situations when you gotta look at the break of the candle, I go by what's actually on the broker. I don't go by the price. What if we go back to 2300? Then I mean, I expect this to go back to 2300 at some point to make a decision, but I also expect that to come with a bounce off of support. Right now, you haven't established the support. You're establishing it now. This is crazy. Anybody swinging? Javier's probably swinging. You can't get activated because of spread on the sells. That's what I don't understand. Like, how? always swing trade? Always swing trade. You missed my question, probably. I just like, I look at chat like every few minutes, and there's a high chance that I miss your question, considering the fact that we have a lot more people attending nowadays. What was the question? What should I do if you got, right? What should I do if I got activated? All right, so let's say it broke the lows, flip, activated you, and came back up. Or well, let's not say that. That's what happened to some of you. So I would say you have to wait for a closure. I know you see it driving up, and that's impulsive, like, right, oh shit, more drawdown and more drawdown, but you need to wait for a closure. The market needs to confirm, not just fake you out, right? It needs to confirm with you. It needs to register with your internal computer that it's closing against you. And then when that happens, you have to see if the next candle opens against you. And if that opening against you, does it give you any chance to manage risk and minimize your potential loss? But as it's driving, yeah, you can probably have a hard stop that makes sense, but like, I think you need to wait for a closure in this case. Jesus. 2 hour, ugly as fuck. That was a 23-minute. I don't know. We're gonna avoid it for now, Javier. I'm be getting DMs. Can you put me onto the 23-minute? Can you teach me? And it's unnecessary. Check my question if you can. Did I miss it again? Showing Hank the 10-second. Hank's a baby. That's his attention span. 10 seconds. That's it. Any sells coming? Yeah, I mean, I have a sell stop here for the next 5 minutes. 6 minutes. 6 minutes, Slim Shady, you're on. Should I write again? Yeah, ask it again. I'm here learning. That's what you should be doing. You think we will be right, but can't trade without broker. Go to, well, if you're from the US, Javier should give them a couple of links for futures brokers. Here in my previous entries, I've been having them perfectly. However, I close so early. Is this normal? Yes. Not enough experience. Not enough data. Not enough forward testing or sample sizing, whatever you want to call it. feeling bad for people whose sell stops got triggered because of spreads. I give it a minute. Hold on. Don't feel bad for them. Oh, look, we might not get a trade, and they might be holding this. And when this shit flips, we don't get an entry, and they get like 80 pips. They ain't gonna feel bad for you. Aww. Little baby didn't get 80 pips when we did. Aww. Now picture that happening, right? And now keep that in the back of your head. Tell me if you still feel bad. It's like, yes, I still feel bad. Can you drop a like on the live stream, and that's all? Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Buenos dias. Have a good night. Hasta la pasta. Margin calling you. Don't pick up. Don't pick up. Let it go to answering machine. Let it go to message. Don't pick that bitch up. Three minutes here for the sturdy close. How's this 5 looking? Oh, that's the 1 minute. Sorry. D 1 minute. Oh, that looks ugly, huh? Let's see. Let's see. If we close below 22.98, I mean, you guys should be in pretty good shape. If we close like this, there's a high chance of it coming back higher and creating a steeper top wick. And if we break the highs, like, I'm not trading above here unless it's like to the wick, from wick to wick. Bro, check it. Third time I've written it. I missed it again. Can you read my question now? Fuck. Oh, the devil scored. Fuck. If I have increased my lot size after being consistent, but lose the first 3 to 4 trades in a row, should I go back to the lower lot size and then flip eventually? Thoughts, bro? I don't know what you should do. I'll tell you what I did. So back in 2021, it was, I think, September or October. I think it was October of 2021. Yeah, it was mid-October, right before Halloween. And I've been like, this is 2021 was the year I got really consistent, and you know, I'm like, profits are like, I'm tasting them, like they're, you know what I mean, like profits right there, like the shit's VR, but like 10 generations from now VR, like it's there. And I went on a losing streak as soon as I raised my lot size. I raised my lot size and I went on, and I hit up Don, and I was like, bruh, how do I lose like 3 or 4 straight right at like the first trades that I raised? I was like, that's, and he's like, so what are you gonna do? And I was like, you know what, that's like rest of quarter four, I'm dropping my lot size and to one. So okay, so I was trading GJ at 10 lots, and I was trading gold at 5 lots. and I went to 10 lots on gold, and I took some losses, and I ended up done, and I was like, I'm going to one lot, and I started trading one lot, and for the rest of the year, for the rest of 2021, from October, November, December, I traded a one lot, and I just needed to see some blues in the terminal, and I slayed it, and I was like, it's just like, we didn't have a lot of these concepts. Range 1, range 2 wasn't built yet. There was no onions or celeries. We were just trading. And as those things came about, you know, I got really confident in seeing levels, and I realized like I was closing my trades early. There were some positions I clearly would not take at this point, right? There are positions now that I would take pineapples on where I wouldn't have earlier, and there would have like there's been so much improvement now that like I see where those mistakes were, and I started raising my lot size again, and I'm where I was, planning on being through that. So yeah, that's the story. Chat, I know you guys see this coming down on the 1 hour right now. Highly likely this flips bullish on the 30. Or you get a 5-minute closure here below the range, next 5. A little top wick, and then I haven't even deleted my stop. So what I'm doing, gang, I'm deleting my stop. We're gonna wait for this 5 to close below here, because I deleted this because I'm deleting it because hold on, because the 30s closed above, back into this little range. So at any moment this could be a bottom wick to drive up. In order for me to get into these cells, if it continues just flooring down, is if the 5 closes below here. And if you had entries, if you had positions, like, you'll have your chance, right? You have your chance to really close out. Like, what do you like? 7-8 pips in drawdown. We just need this closure. We need this closure back below range on any time frame. 5-15. I want to see that we close below here and we grab a top wick. So if we get this closure here now, we can get a top wick at 22.99. And then we'll set the sell stop again. But I need this closure below 22.9894. Now you want to disclose your account size. Well, are you over or under 100K? Yes. Waiting for it to fall to ride back up. That's your strategy. Cool. One minute here for the 5. Wow, the fucking Devils scored again. They were down 2-0. No, they're up 3-2. This is bullshit. I need a wick back up above here on the next 5. Like, I need to see it retest the highs here and then flip bearish. Clubhouse Discord has been popping recently. Yeah, that's dope. I'm gonna start being more active in there. I like the fact that people are discussing like quality shit. Chia. By the way, let's play Petty Donor game. Bored as fuck. Let's do it. Thank you, Eugene. Appreciate the $4.99. Do I hear $4.98? $4.98, anyone? Oh, the 5 closed here. 5 closed below. First thing we're doing is getting a top wick. Yeah, I need a steep top wick here. Ideally, like the 30 flips and then comes back down. Gotta join the clubhouse. Come inside, it's fun inside. It's the Wix 9 Clubhouse. Come inside, it's fun inside. Hot dog, hot diggity dog. It's the Wix 9 Clubhouse. Come inside, it's fun inside. Alright. Look what you're doing here. The 30 done flip bullish. You know what that means, gang? It means that if this 5 flips, we're going to reset the sell stops on the break of the 1 hour. But if it doesn't, we're waiting on the hourly close. I'd say if you got activated on the sells on the break of the lows there, I would wait on the hourly close as well. Oh shit, we got down to 199. Damn, Eugene, you win in this game. You all on your own. Pee-wee's. Damn. Alright, Pee-wee Herman. It's like I'm watching ESPN. Da-na-na. Bougie in the house. His house. Alright, what we gonna do? What you gonna do? What's your story in New York? Taking same entries as Don? No, I'm trading my entries. Sometimes you don't see me hop on and Don's at all. Like I'll be on the Zoom, but like I won't hop on Wordle and stuff like that because I'm still trading. That's why I don't hop on. But yeah, I mean I had positions today. I don't know if Don did. I had 2 positions today, and I had a break of the high on the news. I had something else. I had a 410. I had sells at 22.74.10. And I closed 11 pips on the sells, and then I had buys on the rebreak out of highs at 2282.39. 2282.39. It was off the 1 minute that I remember. Oh, it was like right here. Yeah, it was somewhere over here, I think. This 10? Yeah. So I think the break of this high right here. It was the initial news push right here. This candle. And then I dropped down to the minute. This was the first minute of the news. And then it pulled back and I dropped down to the 1 minute. And in the first 5 minutes after news, I typically look at the 1 minute. And then when it broke the highs, this was my position. That was it for today. Think 1.5 lot is too high for a 5K account? Yes. Give us your trusted broker, Wix. I don't have a trusted broker. Otherwise, I'd be recommending it left and right. Heard about the Florida Joker dude? Yeah, he's not a Joker no more. He got rid of all his tattoos. Now he just looks like a weird white boy. Yeah, careful. This is key here. Like, it's gonna be key how this 15, this 30 closes. All right, you got 15 till the 4-hour close, but I think if you got activated, you need to wait. You're obligated. Well, you're kind of obligated logically to wait. Although, no kidding, really? Yeah, he got rid of all his tattoos. Now he just looks plain. He's like he got laser removal. I seen him the other day on IG. He was like, yeah, I got rid of all my tattoos. Wonder if Rockstar paid for it. Nah, I doubt it. 'Cause I think he was asking them for like. I think he was saying, yo, y'all gotta get me something. Let me do the voice, because he was threatening them at first. Then he was like, let me do the Joker's voice or something. Crazy. He was like, yeah, I'm going to my lawyer. I got a Jewish lawyer, and we suing y'all. I'm going to my Jewish lawyer. Rockstar was like, all right, we'll see you in court. Mazel tov. Rico. What goes on? Took 200 pips and gold. Yeah, call it a week. She. Alright, so the 15 closed here. So it's closed respecting this little resistance here, right? There's a little level here. Came back down in range. I guess you could say if there was a 5 level. So there's a chance to come back down here. But if we get a bullish hourly closure, this hourly, current hourly doesn't have a bottom wick. We're gonna need a wick down to the bottom here for an entry. Mazel tov. Yep. L'chaim. Need a cough drop? No, just give me the money. Give me the cash. I'll get it on my own. You don't have to get it. I'll take the ride. Just give me the cash. For some day late in the day, volume is very aggressive. Especially during last time. What do you say about this surprise volume? I don't know. That's just your interpretation. That's not my interpretation or view on it. Like I don't care. I don't care if it moves I don't judge it. Right? It's irrelevant. What do you think about this market? It's moving like great, you want the market moving, but like I don't give a shit. I want my thing to set up and that's it. And then I want to go play with my kids and like watch a movie, go smoke a joint, go to the gym. I don't give a shit if it's parabolic. It's in a range. It's I mean like for discussion purposes, like I would never discuss Forex outside of here. Like I would never like be chilling somewhere and be like, yeah, gold has been like, you know, respecting resistance in the EMA's crossing over, like, and it makes me feel upset and it's just too much movement and it's like too much volume. Like I don't give a shit. It sets up, it sets up. It doesn't set up, I don't trade. You want to talk about cars? We can talk about cars. I like nice cars. We can talk about basketball. We can talk about world events, you know, current events. Actually, no, scratch those. Can't talk about those on the YouTubes. But, like, you know, like other than that, I don't give a shit like how you guys feel about the market. I have no feelings towards it. And I don't care about gossiping about the market. Like who gives a shit? Like it's literally gossip about the market. Car you drive? The big one. You gotta be one bold mofo to get a face tats like that. I don't think he was bald. It's just some people have a hard time making quality decisions in life. And he was misled. He was severely disillusioned when he was making that decision. Part of Florida, you living? Right near the beach, boy. With new, you want help with new trading? What do you mean with new trading? You've been here for a while. Oh, news trading. Where are the prices? The news trading, like I said, in the first 5 minutes after volatile news, I go to the 1 minute, and I typically look. It's got to make sense though. Like if you're expecting a top wick and a flip and news against you and create a high, you can re-break a high and then drive back down. It's got to make sense. But typically I'll look for A high to be created or a low, and then a rebreak of that high or low on the 1 minute. Because you'll see, and it's not the first little push. You'll know when it's the news push. It's not the little 5-6 pips that you got a little vibration in the candle with, right? It's like a pop. And once you get that pop and you pull back, any rebreak of that pop is what I take. Also, sometimes you don't get the rebreak of that pop within the first 5 minutes, right? So the 1 minute, first 5 minutes go by minute by minute, and you don't get that rebreak. That's it. Now you drop down to the 5. You either take that once you form a support or a resistance and a rebreak, so it could be like 5-10 minutes later, or that 5 just continues pushing and rebreaks the previous 5 highs, and that's where you take it, right? My ex got face tats after we broke up. Makes me wonder what she went through after our breakup. Probably a sloppy rebound and a cheap tattoo shop. That's probably what she went through. Which risk to reward indicators in trading view do you use? I use the EYES indicator. Fill after 30 on the hourly close. Is it possible to enter? Like I'm just waiting on the hourly close at this point. We are gonna have some more data for this 4 hour, and we are pretty bullish. You mean what went through her? Oh yeah, that too. Ask them the whole process. They can't say anything. Yeah. For April Fools, you should have been like, "Oops." Fuck you mean? Oops. April Fools. My bad. My name on their face. True. Yo, there was a dude in Brooklyn like 25 years ago. Maybe even he's still around. I don't even want to mention the shop, but the dude used to like he used to do that shit. He would tag up in people's tattoos. I've seen numerous. I've seen like 15 or 20 people, like, cause everybody in the hood used to go there, that had like on their stomach, on their back, the arms, and somewhere you would see like his name or like, like his initials and be like, what the fuck? Why is it in the tattoo? Numerous people. It's fucked up. Real art. Word. If anything, he should have learned how to tattoo a QR code that goes to his fucking, to his tattoo shop. If you're already doing that, fucking imagine 30 years ago, QR code. Yeah, I'd be tight as fuck if that happened. Called them barcodes back in the day. No, but like a barcode's a barcode. Like a QR code back in the day, people would be like, what kind of alien shit is this? I don't know, gang. growing your green these days? No, I don't like. No. I don't have the time to also grow and make sure that it's like on point and like I gotta, you know, it takes a significant time investment. It just like there's people that do it way better and like have decades of experience, and I just rather go to them and like I know quality wise it's there, right? Dispensary weed hit or miss. I It's kind of true. It's kind of true, but the good thing about dispensary bud is it's there's quality control, and if like you find good shit, like you know next time it's that same shit. It's not like, oh yeah. All right, breaking the highs chat. Here, there's 3 minutes. New all-time highs. This might pop. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you guys. I would probably, because that you don't know what, like where the levels are above here, right? So probably that's like your only stops you can use is the highs here. But since you're like 2 minutes away, it's 2 minutes away from the hourly closure. I think maybe you're better off waiting to see if it respects here. Because if it respects here, you can then kind of see if this resistance holds. You can wait for a closure above here, but like I always say, it's so arbitrary. It all really depends on what kind of risk you guys had open when you got activated. I think if you close above here and the next candle doesn't make a top, makes a bottom wick first, you got to close out somewhere on the bottom wick. But until then, also if this closes above here but no top wick, maybe you can look for pineapples as you come back down in range. There's 1 minute in the last minute here. It's gonna create a new all-time high. We got 90 seconds here, chat. 90 seconds. But I can't trade above here. Like it's tough for me to take positions unless you get a steep bottom wick. Right? Yeah, the 4, everything's closing bullish here. Gold's overbought. I mean, I don't understand those concepts. Overbought, oversold. I mean, based on what? How do you know it's overbought? Because then you're saying there's no room to go up because it's overbought. It should come down. But like, we don't know that. After how long should it come down? Right? This is what. How did it close here? I mean, it's got a top wick, but like, we don't know. We have no levels here. There's no historical price data. We have nothing to base it off of, right? We just don't know how far it could run. You don't know how far it could break down. We don't know. It's all arbitrary. I say this all the time. New all-time highs are arbitrary. What's it going to do? What I will say though, this is a lovely top wick, so if you could get a closure below here, we might get a nice entry for sells. And those of you that are still in that position, maybe you'll have some pineapples here. Who knows? But we might get a nice entry. Just be patient. You have no confirmation that it's heading down. It can rip down. It can rip all the way down. But you got to be patient because there's just as much chance it can rip back up, right? It just came down to retest support. Just because it flipped bearish, you've had no closures on any time frame back below the range. What we have right for us is that based, right? The higher time frames don't have much of a top wick here. Two minutes here for the 5 closure. Jeez. That is a strong rejection. I don't know if we're going to get a top wick on the next 5. Closing back in range here. Lock it in. We might have some positions really soon here. Chat. It's breaking its own low. I'm going to take a sell right here. Just took a sell. A lot of volume. I'm expecting it to retest the bottom of the range and find a support. Because I think it should come back up to retest the highs, but the way it came back down in range, typically when you see a 5 close like that, you'll see a drive to the next available support. Next available support here is next available support here is roughly 10 pips on the dot. What you might also see, you might see a bullish closure here, and the next candle create a top wick, which would be a 15 candle. But for now, I'm expecting to tap the bottom of the range. Oh, how much did I see? Did I see 10? I don't think I saw. I saw about 9, but that was really quick. It tapped where we needed to tap. Like it tapped our advantage point. I didn't get a chance. That was too quick, chat. I didn't get a chance to close half or anything. It gave me 9. If we re-break the lows here, I'm gonna go break even and close half. Wait, I forgot to flip the tape, gang. My bad. We're over here with no music. No vibes. Need some vibes. We said, well, at the same time. Yeah, because, like, it happened too quick, and it really tapped that area on the dot that I wanted. Can we re-break the lows? This is a strong minor level. That's got to be an oxymoron if I've ever heard one. A strong minor level. It's like a weak major level. Did we re-break the lows? Can we break these lows again? We got two there. It never re-broke. Okay, 5 close. Top wick on this 5 or what? It's an ugly bounce. Took a similar one a couple of days ago. It was under the 1 hour figure. Just didn't went to the next support. Just went up to stop loss. Where I go wrong? I don't know. I got to see your position. I don't know. No clue where you went wrong because I didn't see your position. I don't. All right, chat. I'm gonna go break even here, and I'm gonna close half at 10. I'm only closing half. All right, but I'm break even here. I closed exactly 10 pips. The other half, I'm gonna leave. I think there we have a really good entry. That if it runs, it's gonna run to the bottom of the range here. So I'm gonna leave the other half. There's a chance it rejects because, like we just said, right? It keeps bouncing off the support. It looks like it want to go up, but it just tried a few times. We have a really good entry. That if it does break down here into this lower range, you have a chance for it to fill the range down, right? Then look at the orders it grabbed over here. So let's see. But I'm break even at this point, and another W. Another W. A W. It's a W. It's when you take two U's, put them together, you got a W. We fucking won again, chat. What you gonna do when you win so much? A W is when you take 8 shots of vodka and look in the mirror. You're like, damn. There's 2 of you? It's when you pick up your girl from a party and she be like, which one of y'all taking me home? I'd be like, baby, it's just me. So which one of y'all taking me home? Chat, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to close another half here at 20 on the dot. So half of a half. I'm closing 75% here. So at 20 pips, 75% of my trade is closed here at 20. And we're going to see if we can get this down to 22.95. Took that as a pineapple from earlier activation. BE overall. That's a W. Massive W. I told you guys, yeah, there's a chance you might get pineapples on my entry. We said that earlier. But what I was saying is we have a pretty good entry when it comes down to it. Like, it's basically at the top of this wick, right? The next 5 should not break that high. I mean, otherwise it's coming back up to the top here. But like, and this is the 15 closure back in all the way down into the second range. I'd expect this to drive through. Will it? We don't know. Oh, it might not close below here. 2-1. Oh, it did close below here. So I would expect this to drive through, but so much bullish momentum, right? Previous 4-hour daily, right? So let's see. But 75% of my position is closed. So this is once again house money gang. Yeah, house money gang. Drop some W's in the chat. Let me update our record. With number 108 ski. W. W. Oh, time to eat in the house. What's the deal, brother? How are you? Can you do it again so I can enter? Yes, but only if you tell me if you've ever seen two giraffes fight. Prime Rose or Prime Westbrook? Westbrook. That's tough though. Rose, I mean, they both won the MVP, but Westbrook had like 80 triple doubles in an 80 game season. Some Fogo de Chao. Oh, we scored! Rangers scored, baby. Let's go. 3 up. 3 up. Fuck the Devils. MVP D Rose was different. I know, like, I love D Rose. I went out, I bought his sneakers that year, 2010. I bought his sneakers. I got the D Rose Adidas. But like, Russ is, I don't know. Maybe it's just because Rose was explosive for 1 year, so I don't remember it like that. But I remember like Westbrook, like he's fucking explosive. Like I like the way he plays. Sneakers. Fogo de Chao. Damn, tell him to come over here with some of those I was gonna say meat sticks and no Diddy, but we ain't gonna bring that into this conversation. Most people ain't never been to no Fogo de Chao. They don't know. Can this fucking hit our full TP or what? What are we gonna do here for Asian session? It's only 50 pips. Like, what the fuck? Chat, we get to 48.8 here. I'm not closing. I'm waiting for the full 50. Play, we got a runner.
We got a runner.
Yep. Chat, congrats. You're in the you're not in that 98% today. You're part of the. You're a rare breed tonight. You're part of the 2% that won tonight. Chat. All right. Go run into the bedroom and tell your girl.
Break out the red panties. We're rich, baby.
Do it right now. My exact entry is 23.35. It's actually better than it is on here. It's about 3 pips better than it's on the screen. Going to tell my wife that right now. Yeah, we don't have haters like there are in New York session. New York session is just wild. It's a different generation of hate. Today, wait, was it today or yesterday? I forgot one of the trades on Don session. So like, somebody was like, he took a trade, it goes down, and it was a winner. Somebody was like, y'all are fucked. And I was looking at it, I was like, what you mean y'all are fucked? That was today. I got a W. And he was like, yo, y'all are fucked. I was like, I don't get this level of hate. I wish I did. It would make this session so much more fun. $26 L's L trader. You've been saying that for a month, bro. You've been saying, damn, 26 L's L trader. Oh shit. Oh shit. We're coming back close to BE. But it's house money, chat, right? You secured the bacon. You took most of the profits off the table. If you had a pineapple, right, you were able to get your break even. Now it's time to eat. See what I did there? They relentless. Quaker Nation. I don't know what Quaker Nation is, but that's got to be like your thing, right? That's something you guys do in your stream, Quaker Nation. Oh, and BE hit. So, chat, tonight we secured 20 pips, 75% of 20 pips, and the remaining 25 hit BE. Well, that's misleading. We secured half at 10, another quarter at 20, and then the remaining 25 hit BE. Congrats to everybody that caught that with us. Chat, go follow the IG. We're trying to grow the IG. Go follow the IG. The IG is pretty dope. Also, make sure you drop a like here before you dip, especially if you caught that trade with us. And make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications. That way you'll never miss a stream. Never miss a beat. But yeah, that was our trade. And what else are we going to do? It's early. I mean, I don't think I'm taking another position. What did the guys do over here in the Zooms? What'd you guys do?
So what's up? What's up, brothers?
What's going on? What up, y'all?
I had a sells earlier and I closed at like 15 pips and then these as well. So in total, like 25 pips, 30 pips tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, as soon as we started logging in, we get in the clubhouse chat and like me, Hank, and Eddie, we're all like, yo, we're in cells. Yo, it was like the funniest thing, bro. Like all three of us, like we hadn't even talked to each other. We must have seen the same thing, bro. We all were in cells.
Where did you all get into cells?
It was like right at 7:30. I think you had just done the thing, and I came to my computer to log in, and I just saw it, bro, and I got in.
Yeah, I was in the sauna like at 7:45 and that's when I pressed enter. Maybe 7:39, something like almost the same time.
Oh, somewhere
almost
here.
At the exact same
right
time.
Here. 7:30. All right, so yeah, you had a closure, belosure.
No, like right I guess
wick.
that gladiator candle.
Oh,
right,
right here.
The one before that.
Yeah.
Well, that's the 5.
Yeah.
So you were probably looking. This is the 15, right? 7:30, right there.
Yeah, on that candle, but on the 5, yeah.
Yeah, on mine it's right at that candle where it closes bearish or no bottom wick.
Yeah, my entry was literally like 2,300 flat.
2,300.
Yeah, on ours is a bit different.
Oh,
Yeah, like right there.
Yeah. You're doing the futures thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
No. I took it on Lark. Yeah, it was 2300.
Yeah, mine is 20 pips above you. So, bro, we almost had the exact same entry.
Yeah.
I
did take it in futures also. I filled it on both. I think I called it it was like 50. It was like 40 pips.
I think we just had the exact same entry at the exact same time.
So let's go over this. People are asking why we took it.
Pay attention, chat.
So Obviously, we took it because there were people in a position. We didn't want to, we didn't want to exclude anybody, so we just wanted to. We had a closure above the range, right? A 4-hour closure with a very small wick, right? The hourly, no top wick, no bottom wick. So you're expecting a rejection here if the next candle, first thing it does is makes a top wick, and that was what it did. First thing it did was popped up, came back down into range. And you're expecting a bottom wick for the previous hourly because it also opened with no wick. So if that's what you're expecting, and a lot of times whenever you have a higher time frame closure outside the range, no top wick, the very first 5-minute will do that. It'll close back in range, and you won't get. Remember, I said you might not get we don't really need a steep top wick. You might not even get a steep top wick. It'll typically just drive through, and that was it. It was a rebreak of the low for me. It was a rebreak of the low on a 5-minute candle. Right here. First 5 closed, and then we broke the lows. I wanted to take it off the rip once this closed immediately, but for some reason I just wanted to see a top wick. I didn't see any top wick, so instead of, if I didn't see a top wick, I wanted the rebreak of the lows, not off the rip. If we saw a top wick, I would probably taken it on the flip. So that was the big thing. The hourly, the 4-hour, not much of a top wick. The hourly also no bottom wick here, expecting to come back down to this area to create one. And the way we opened initially on this candle. Now look, it's respecting this level pretty nicely. Personally, I'm not going to take any more positions tonight. I'm done for the night position-wise, and when I say that, 200 people leave. But there's a high chance that this kind of ranges through over here, right? And if it ranges through over, well, okay, ranges through. It can retest the highs. If it breaks the highs and all-time highs, I have no idea what it's going to do. But typically when it does this and it closes back in range, if this hourly ends up closing back in range, highly likely you're just going to range here until the next volume session. So you might see the market, right, do some of this. Right. Wait for London. Give you the drive. Right. Attempt to retest the highs. And then if it retests the highs, if it breaks them, yeah, you're probably coming up for New York. But if you're kind of stuck in this range still, right? If you're coming to pre-New York time and you're kind of still stuck in this area, highly likely that you're holding this resistance, and you're gonna end up seeing something like this. Strong drive.
Your wicks, you've been practicing your wicks, huh? Your candles?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All my free time, I sit there and I draw these. So the other day, I was on the road in traffic on the 95, and I was like, damn, I wish I might have had my Zoom annotations with me. Like, if I needed one thing in the middle of this traffic, it's my Zoom annotations. What? Ooh, 30 close back in range. See, if you can get a top wick here, a sell here on the 30 wouldn't be bad. But you would need a... Yeah, you'd need to tap 2301 and flip immediately. As soon as you tap this area, start flipping. Thanks for the education. No worries. My pleasure. Quarter 2 starting nice. Yes, I think every quarter starts great.
We could probably still range till Friday also, because tomorrow we only have unemployment claims, but Fridays.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if London doesn't drive, New York has a chance to actually pull back. But if New York doesn't pull back, we're gonna have an aggro day on Friday. Friday morning will be wild.
We're on a 14 win streak. Since March 4th, we haven't taken a loss.
14. Nice.
Yep. Since March 4th, 14 wins and 6 break evens. I calculated earlier.
Ooh. Got the calculator out. I was gonna do that after the stream time because I know it's been over 10 for sure. So tomorrow
March
is
4th.
gonna be a month since our last loss.
One of the losses, I couldn't find it on stream. I don't know if that stream got taken down. It jumps from 25 to 26 with no stream in between.
Oh yeah, it might have been a private session.
That's what I was thinking.
I have a couple of privates. I can't post them. It just won't let me. There's two or three sessions this year that it won't let me post, and I think 2 of them are private session. No, one of them is a private session, and a couple of them just ran too long. It's when I left the stream for over 12 hours or overnight. Clip that. What did you clip?
Yo, somebody's asking for a GJ analysis.
I got you. Got you right now.
How about no?
Chat. I'm thinking of bringing back. Well, no, I'm not thinking of that. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Bringing back over trading, yeah. Make over trading great again. What you bringing back? I'm bringing sexy back.
You know, Wix, this top wick on this hourly makes sense because the two previous candles didn't have a top wick, and then the previous one had a super tiny top wick. So I was kind of expecting
you want some orders grabbed above here. Yeah. I mean, you're expecting to get to these highs above the previous highs because there's no wicks here, right? You're expecting to get above there. You don't know how far above here, but you're expecting to drive up there. Now, how do you drive up there? If you're getting there as a drive after the hourly made a bottom wick and now you're driving to there, no, you're not expecting a stop here. But if this is how we close and the first thing we did was start coming up, yeah, you're expecting it to fail and drive back in range. Yeah. I concur.
I was waiting, bro. I was waiting. Like, I saw it and we stopped pushing and we started to flip. I filled it.
Order filled.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. That's how some of y'all terminals be sounding. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order. Order. Like, damn, can I even do that? Oh, it's that time again. Holy joint, Batman.
Yeah. Holy joint.
Yeah.
That's my halo.
Bougie got a halo, but it's a bit off. It's a bit to the right of Bougie.
Sometimes it does look like a
halo back.
Bro, is Bougie eating dinner right now?
Nah, that's snack number 14 before dinner. It's a mini snack right there. You see that bowl? That's not like when the bowl looks like a fucking garbage can. Like when it's the size of a fucking
He just broke the fast.
Can we normalize calling it BJ instead of GJ? No, because then I'd have to fucking explain to my girl 4 times a stream why we're talking about BJs.
BJ? How about no?
She'd be like, who are you denying? Who keeps offering you this? Wix, how about a BJ? How about no? Like, who the fuck keeps offering you?
Yo, Wix, SL's asking to be unmuted in Zoom.
Oh.
Gang.
Hey, XAU everyone.
How you
How you
doing?
guys doing? Yeah. Yeah, so I think I've been here for like 3 months. I'm starting to just understand what the ranges means. I don't know if it's a slow learner or it's normal.
No, that's
Um,
standard. This shit ain't easy. It can be, you know, you can
Yeah,
make it simple.
still
This
trying to
shit ain't
get
easy.
the lines right for the ranges, but it makes a lot of sense. You know, when you guys say like, the closures, above and below. I guess it's using the shorter time frames to figure that out. Uh,
Oh
because
man,
usually
you're
you
in for a
use like,
wild ride over the next couple of years. It's gonna be
It's been a little bit more difficult the past, probably 10 days because gold has been making ranges and then new highs, ranges and new
new
highs.
all-time high every single day.
It makes it a little more difficult
okay,
to,
I see.
so don't feel so bad about the past
Okay.
2 weeks or
Uh,
yeah.
yeah, it's
1st.
been quite difficult to navigate it, and you just shoot right past, and just stuff like that. It's just kind of I couldn't quite see it.
So, hold on. You took...
I think also it's kind of like a psychological thing, the expectation that okay, you've already gone up so high, it's time to come back down. So I got caught a couple of times in a sell.
Where, today? Or over the last few days?
Last week.
Uh,
Yeah, and then it was really bad. I fell asleep and I didn't put a stop loss. So I was like 400 pips.
ouch.
That happened to me a lot of times as well, especially when we
Yeah.
were reaching all-time highs where I would say, all right, all-time highs, I'm going to take a sell right here. And then it would just keep going up. And I'm like, oh, shit.
Yeah, and you wake up, I was like, what? What just happened?
It took a similar one a couple of days ago. It was the 1 hour fake out in Asian session. Then went to the next support. It went up to stop loss. Where did I go wrong? April 1st, 23. April 1st, 23.
Yes,
Funny
this is
play.
like 2 hours ago.
Just having a buy stop on all-time highs.
So you had a closure above here, and then you had a closure back in range. Oh, well, you went wrong here. It showed you that there's no range. Yeah, so you had a level, right? Yeah, I mean, it's pretty clear, right? So you have your resistance, you have your support. What do we know? It's going to fill the range. It filled the range, broke the highs here. So you're like, all right, buys. And then it fakes out, closes back in range. You're like, all right, sells. And then your brain has to
Yeah.
go like, wait. There's no bottom wick on this candle. Highly likely it does not fill the range on this candle. Your job is to now, if you're waiting on the hourly, you're either waiting on this next hourly to form the bottom wick or whatever. It can be a 15, a 30 that forms that bottom wick. Sorry, let's bring that back. Right, so the 15, the 30 can form that bottom wick. Where were we? But Yeah, you can drop down on a smaller time frame to see if that bottom wick forms. Wait, where the fuck are we? Ah, there we go. So you can wait on the 5 or 15 for this bottom wick to form, right? And when it forms, you're waiting for a closure that respects this area, that respects this overall, right? So when you have a resistance, right, and you close bearish back in range here with no bottom wick, you can wait for this, for the next 15. I'm sorry, this is ugly. That's got a bottom wick. Right, you have this. You close back in range. You need range here. You need some kind of wick. You wait for the next candle. It can be a 5, a 15, a 30, as long as it creates this range, right? It creates this range, creates this bottom wick, and comes back up, right? Now you need either a closure respecting this area, so you need to close below it, and then another top wick to the next resistance, which could probably be here, right? Top wick to the next resistance, and then a drive. Typically it'll be here. Sorry, so you'll get this, and you can probably take this flip down. So this bullish candle will give you an indication, can you sell or not? Because this candle will leave a bottom wick and you'll get a closure. So you needed to wait for this wick to be formed and the next candle to respect this area, the one you broke back into. Then you take that position. Once there's no bottom wick, you need to wait. You don't need to, but you're better off. Your probability will be on your side if you wait just a little bit. Because what if this candle, what if you don't get that green candle closing respecting, right? Because this candle can now close above, and now that those cells are gone. Even if you do have this bottom wick, the cells are gone because you're closing back up above range. Now you're probably going to fill this and then make another decision at this area, and you don't know if that's going to be sells or you're going to get a little gladiator candle breaking you out and then driving you further, right? So you need to wait for that next candle first to show that it's respecting the resistance that you just broke back under, and you need it to show you that bottom wick. Sometimes if you have a lot of volume, what it'll do is it'll create that bottom wick initially, right? It'll come down and create that bottom wick and then come up, and then it'll re-break it again. And once that's rebroken, typically you'll see that on the higher time frame. Like the 5 will print already, but you'll see the hourly do this or the 30 do this, and typically that's your entry on the re-break of that low, because it's created a bottom wick and it came up, tried to come back up into this range, and it couldn't. It failed, and then it rebroke the lows.
That's a good one.
So this is, you needed to wait for this wick to be established there. And then you needed to see if it's going to respect this resistance. It created that wick, but closed above, and then you're like, all right, there's no sells. Now, if this candle comes back down below here, which it really didn't, because the levels right there kind of drew it off. But if that next candle then came down below, you're waiting for the same thing now. You're doing that again. It's just... I think that's where you went wrong.
Just a good example there. Yeah.
When was that, Monday?
That was April 1st. Yeah, that was Monday. That was the day of my underwater basket weaving.
Oh yeah, that was right here. Yeah.
Capiche?
Ish.
Remember it. Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck.
Straight up. But half the stream already dipped, chat. You know why? They don't care for the knowledge.
Really?
They want the pips.
Dipping and dip.
Pippin' and dipping. It's alright. It's alright. But I hope that explains your question, Yay.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good example. Yeah, thanks, Rix. Which leads me to the next question, actually. Like sometimes when we talk about waiting for the 4-hour close, and then the first hour of the 4-hour, which is what where we are right now, right? So sometimes I hear Don or you say, it could be a pullback for the last hour or the first hour. So is there something that you guys have seen that many times? Is that right? So are we supposed to be more cautious or what? I'm not too sure what to do with that.
Okay, so if you see the candle driving, and typically, you understand, all right, 90% of these candles all have wicks, and a candle's driving, and you're up to the last 15 of the 4-hour, you'll typically see a pullback. You'll typically see it leave a wick. Just like look at the screen right now. Like, how many of these candles have wicks? How many don't? There's a very small percentage of the candles that do not have a wick. So if you have a candle driving, highly likely it'll pull back for the close. Highly likely. Is it black, just black and white like that? Is it guaranteed? Not really, but you should be aware of what's happening. You can't take a trade of, all right, be careful, it might pull back here. No, you wait for it to either pull back or not, and then you make a decision. So I guess the reason we say it is for people not to be impulsed into positions, because the market you see the market driving, expecting a pullback, right? And you also have to have logic. If the market is driving right now and you're about to get a closure, and you're expecting a pullback, and then if for you to enter, you also need a bottom wick, right? Or a top wick, which depends which way you're driving. You're going to need a wick. So now you're expecting 2 pullbacks while taking a position, right? So market's driving up bullish, and you're expecting it to pull back to leave a top wick, and you're expecting a bottom wick on the next candle. So why would you take an entry when you're expecting 2 of those pullbacks? Like, is it guaranteed to pull back? No, it might continue driving, but if that's what you're expecting, and that's what you typically need to enter a position, then you're setting yourself up for failure if those things haven't happened yet. Yeah. And if they will, and you get your position, that means you've just entered at a much worse entry than your breakdown tells you to enter. There's a reason you enter at those positions not as it's driving, because you have a better range. You have a higher chance of getting your 10 pips in an 80 pip range versus a 40 pip range, right? Or whatever, versus a 20 pip range where it drove up when you took it before it pulled back, and then it pulled back, and like you're in drawdown that range that you should be in profit. So it's not guaranteed, but set yourself up for success, not failure, right? You put yourself in a position where good luck can find you. So you put yourself in a proper position, and over a period of time, like, probabilities will play out, right? If this is a game of probabilities, and if you found where things play out 80% of the time, take that. Don't settle for the other ones that you're not sure about, or that are like 50% of the time, right? Don't settle for that drive. Settle, like, wait for it. If you don't get it, you don't get it. You just don't have a trade. But the times that you do get that pullback and closure and a bottom wick, and then you enter, you'll know they're winners, so you'll be winning all those positions, and then your win rate will go up.
That's fantastic. Yeah, I don't have a playbook yet, so I kind of like noticed this thing. So I really appreciate the explanation. It helps a lot. Thanks, man.
Yes, sir. It's gonna take time. No shortcuts. It's gonna take time, but this is good. You want to help yourself.
You can get the Don's playbooks and Controller FX website.
Yeah, controllerfx.com.
Yeah, I've gone through that many times. Yeah, but I think the nuances and the other information, the ones that he has is pretty. I think that's like kind of like the long shot, right, or a bigger picture of it. But I couldn't use that to enter and exit trades. A
lot of these are just advanced ideas, right? Like, it's just, you really have to understand like what's happening, and it's like so cliche to say it to somebody, like, especially after you understand it and you're like, all right, you really have to understand what's happening. Sounds weird coming from me, but like you need to be absorbed in this and involved for a little while, where it becomes, most of the things here become second nature, and it's just about it's just about you practicing repetition, being redundant, right? Practicing the winners and trying to weed out the losers and get rid of them over time. It's going to take time to filter out the, you know, it's what it is. You're going through a filtering process. You're getting rid of the bad stuff that brings your account down, and you're trying to implement the things that bring your account up. And then it's just, you know, a game of plus minus. It's just a matter of you fine tuning your, you know, your engine, your playbook, your fine tuning your strategy. It's not even a strategy. It's fine tuning your logic. It's slowly over time. You're like, damn, well, this makes sense, and this makes well, this makes more sense. And then it's like, it's just, you start doing things that are logical, and you're like, I'm not going according to the playbook and a, you know, a certain way things have to form. Candles can form many different ways and tell you the same thing. You know what I mean? It's really about like prices you tap, but like you start seeing and recognizing these things just by experience. Just, you know, I always say this, knowledge guided by experience. I mean, it's our session, chat. What else do you guys need or want to know? We got our W's, and we move on. Send me to bed. No Diddy. No Diddy.
That's because I'm weird, isn't it?
You had cells? Looks, yeah, we had cells earlier, about half hour ago. Damn, I'm late. Well, yeah, the stream ends at 10. You're here at 9:53. I would say so. The Rangers won 4-3. That's a big W. We're about to get that President's Trophy. Leo. Green said, nah, Diddy. Diddy, did it. Damn. All right, chat. Yeah. What was that?
Close doji. His hourly's about to close doji.
You're gonna have to wait for a top or bottom. I honestly would stay out here. I'd just like let it, if it wants to continue driving up, let it print that range up, let it pull back, and then you take, you know, the support back to retest the highs, or let it break down, and then if it breaks down, it's just gonna drive. It's gonna fucking it's gonna drop fucking 200-300 pips if it breaks down. The key is, you know, to be on it when it really does break down, and not to be, you know, caught by it. Caught by the fake out.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay awake a little bit. I'll probably wake up for London session and see what goes on.
Yeah, London could be interesting. I really think New York will drive. I think London will either create a new high and fail, or stay within this range, and New York will drive.
I feel like always either New York or Asia run it for highs.
It depends. There's plenty of time. You'll see Q3. You'll see London driving, pushing. Like, it'll switch up. You'll see the volume switch where you'll be like, fuck, I wish I stayed up for London. And then there's times where, like, you know, earlier in the year, you'll stay up all night and get nothing in London. You go to bed, and then New York moves 300 pips. And you're like, what the fuck? I just stayed up all night. Should have just slept and woke up in the morning like a normal person, and then took fucking trade it. So you can't guess. You just got to realize what part of the market cycle you're in, and you know, do what you do based on what's available to you, right? So we say, don't wish the game was easier, wish you were better, and adjust. All right, gang. All right, Zoom, I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time, same place. Let's finish out the week strong. First week of April. It's been going great so far. This is our month. All right, this is our month. It's somebody's day in the chat, but it's our month. Yes, some nice profits. So win number 14 in a row tonight. and let's make it 15 tomorrow. Chat, I'll be on Donvo's stream in the morning, and then tomorrow evening, same time, same place, live here on YouTube, 8 p.m. Eastern. You already know. I'll try to start a bit earlier. I'll try to hop on at like 7:45, 7:50, so we can do a breakdown and be ready for the hourly closure at 8 p.m. Okay? Congrats to everybody that caught that W with us. Drop a like before you dip. Sub to the channel. Make sure you go follow the IG, follow the IG, and thank you, mods, as always. Thank you for coming through and helping me run the stream. Chat, love and wisdom to you all. Let's turn on our outro song, the Pata Sucias. I want to see you all on the dance floor. We'll be collecting the chancletas, dropping them off in the Lost and Found, and you can pick them up over there. All right? Yeah, I got to figure out what a Lost and Found is, but you can pick it up. Anyway, gang, that's my time for tonight. And just like that, another Asian session is in the books. Good night, everybody.